So now in this video, we're going to do the research on the 8 pennies we found between parts 1 and 2, episodes 244 and 245. So this is episode 246. And as I was explaining, which might be common sense, but you know, just in case it's not, copper pennies take a little bit more time to investigate because of their age, right? And the fact that they're copper. Zinc pennies have only a clad layer. So if there's damage, it goes through the clad and into the zinc. It's just a whole different ball game between deciding if something is post-mint damage or a mint error between copper pennies and zinc cents. Okay. So these two are from episode 244, right? And we got a 1964 and a 1965. And the 64s are on coppercoins.com. So let's go to coppercoins.com. And I believe I have a couple other 64s. I have one other 64 from episode 245. So what we'll do is we'll check them both out. All right, so I'm gonna let you see Copper Coins. His I go to, it's called the date guide. Right? It says date guide. All right, the date guide. Right, and then we're looking for 1964. And then at the top over here, right? So you have to know that, let me show you. So you have to know that that P means Philadelphia. You have to know that D means that. There's certain things you have to know on your own, right? Or maybe from watching the channel, maybe you learned that, or you knew it already. DO means doubling on the obverse, right? And that's on the P, on the Philadelphia. That's doubling on the reverse. That's doubling on the Denver, right? And then he has all these other things. That's the MM means mint mark. Okay, then he has duplication of it for some reason, and that part I don't understand. If someone wants to explain that in the comments below, they're more than welcome to. But I know, and it can't be because of the amount of pages, because I know that he has some pennies that have over 10 pages on them of pictures. So let's go here, right? Because we're looking for both of the 64s we're looking for the I'll put the other one over here. We're looking for any doubling on the obverse. So here we go. So let's go to P1DO, and that's what we get. Okay. He gives a little bit of an explanation on the top, and then see, and this one has 4 pages. Some of them have more than 4. Some of them have none. I believe the 74 he has no pictures of. No, he's found no error varieties of. All right, so here. So now under the loop, let me check out so I can remember. All right, so this one of them is a spread in the motto, and the other one I could swear there was one with something. Yeah, and the other one has a doubling on the 4 towards the bottom crosslet and the left tip. There's a little mark on the top of the B, and then a spread to the south in motto on the other one. So, and none of them have the bar and the L. A lighter spread. Remember I said about the B? Well, the B is at the top. It's not on the bottom on the one that I have. Under the B and Liberty. A slight doubling under the B and Liberty. So I don't think that one had it under the B and Liberty. No, there's like a mark at the top of the B, but that's not, he's not talking about that. All right, so now we have to go to the next one. I don't have that. I don't have that. No. Nope. Next. Nope. 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 Now we got the 4. We don't have it here. We have it here and here. That's where we have it on R4. But that's not what he's talking about. And again, he's talking about here, the horizontal crossbar. So what we have, he doesn't show. Okay. And the other one I'm going to say is a wash. I'm going to throw that in with, that was from episode 1. I'm going to put that into the AUs. It's a nice looking penny. And then this one, I will put, it does have a mark on the 4. I will put it. Anyway, it was, all right. So now we got the 65s. How many 65s do we got? We have 165, 2 64s, excuse me, 2 74s, a 75, a 77, and a 62, and there was a 65. Okay, so the 65 is the last one from episode, from part 1. So let's back up to the page. Let's go to 65. DDO, nothing. He doesn't have anything. Okay. So now, does that mean it's not on another website? Let me see what I see here and see if it's worth. Yeah, I mean, I see a little notch. I'm going to lean towards getting rid of it. So I'm going to put it in with the copper. I'll put it in with the fines. That's it. That's gone. All right, now we have the other. Now we're going to do the ones from episode part 2. Okay. And we're starting off with the 62. That's the centered cent. And that one I see some notching on the left of the 2. Possibly the L in Liberty. Oh, and it has that big notch in the T. Both T's in trust. All right, so let's go to 62. This year's coin is riddled with double dies, especially on proof issues, which we don't have. Very late die state specimens are very common for this date. Proof cents, which we don't have any. All right, so let's click the P1DO. And here we go with the 2. All right, so it was on the 2 that I said I see it. Let me check again. Now that I see that they're showing the 2s, which I kind of remember now. And if you didn't watch, hopefully you watched the long videos. All right, it's on the left. It's on the left. On my penny, it's here and here. Okay, here and here. And I'll put it to the side and we'll look at it. Now, the ones that I found errors on, I will review again at the end. And that was the 64, and now it's the 62. This one is here. It's different. Different. Has a little. I can still look for see if there's any that was notches in the 9. Hmm. And the 1, the bottom of the 1, I'm gonna say no. Just the 2. Now look, 9 pages. You see. That's why I said I don't know why he the W to the left. No. Oh, to the bottom. See on in AU EF40 it's $3. Excuse me. No. See here he shows it there, right? He's also showing it here. Maybe there is a little bit there. I don't know. But this is where I have it here, and here look. Even on this picture, you can see it there. He just doesn't have an arrow to it. Oh, you know what? I didn't check. I didn't check the eyelids. Yeah, right. He's pointing to the front of the eyelid. Interesting thing is that this one has it. Uh, you see this? I feel like my coin has that. Let me take the polishing cloth just to wipe off some of that dirt. Yeah, it has a super duper mark on the eyelid over here. It actually looks like a dye chip. I wish I could find one. It's right here. It looks like a dye chip. How Dublin Island shows variety. This coin has a couple. I'm gonna show it to. I'm gonna put that one to the side. We got 3 more years to do. We're gonna do the 74, which I don't think has any, if I remember correctly. Does it? No. And he has double lined. That's what I don't understand. He has all these here, but they don't show nothing. I don't know what's the point. I don't get. Oh, okay. So he does have something there. This is on the Denver. We don't have a Denver. So the Denver does show something. Where was it here? This one? No. Wrong button. Well, I saw something somewhere. Anyway, doesn't matter because we don't have it. Okay, so no to the 74s, but let me look to see if I want to keep them. Yeah, that one, that one has a nice thing under the 4. I'm going to keep that. And the other one, I'm not going to keep. It's just, it looks like a, now I'm looking at it, looks like a bruise. All right. And we'll put that with the, pretty nice. I put it with the AUs. All right. Next, 75. Nothing. Reverse, nothing. None of them? None of them? He just, all right, he has the mint mark. All right. We don't have a mint mark. All right. So forget it. So say no to the 75. But let me look at it anyway to see if it's something that I'm going to keep for myself. I'm going to say no, it is mint-like condition. I will put it with the MS pile. And lastly, we have the 77. No, he doesn't have everything. I mean, you know, he just doesn't have it identified. Again, with the mint mark, we don't have the mint mark. All right, so I saw on this one, it has the spread to the south. I'm not crazy about it, to be honest with you. I'm going to throw this one in with the fines. All right, gone, goodbye. So now we have 3 that I'm keeping. Only one was identified on copper coins. All right. The one that was identified on copper. Okay, let me go through the other 2 first. As far as why I'm keeping it, and you know, this one was the 4. The bottom of the 4, left of the 4. I'll point. Let me look at it again under the loop so I know what I'm pointing at. Is that what it is? Oh, and the 1. So we got the bottom of the 4. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Excuse me, the front of the 4. And then, of course, the 1. Maybe even the left of the 6. But here on the 4, and of course the 1. So I'm going to hold on to that. It's pretty cool. Then the other one was the 74, which I really feel like on the, yeah, you can see it right there. I feel like it has a double die. I feel like the 74, the 4 has a double. You can even see it on the inside of the 4. Goes a little bit beyond the lighting. But the one that was identified in on copper coins is the 2. So the 2 is very obvious, has the doubling. See it right there. That's a very nice doubling. Or whatever the die error is. And like I said, the die chip in the eyelid. It's either a die chip or it's the doubling of the eyelid, one or the other. I'm leaning towards the doubling in the eyelid, which of course, you know, I'm hoping that's what it is, right? Let me look at it again. Oh no. Is it damage? Man, it looks like a die chip to me. The problem is it looks like a die chip to me in the eyelid. But this is the problem with these older pennies, is if you notice, I see make it come out a little bit. Okay. Right here, it looks like there's a strike mark. And either it's just a random strike mark, or it's a strike mark that goes from here through the eyelid, causing that damage. But I don't think, but it looks so raised, right? The tip looks so raised that I really think it's part of the 1962 double die eyelid. That's what I think it is. I don't think it has anything to do with this mark over here. It's just, something that has to be identified, though. I like that. Anyway, that's what I'm calling it. If you let me know what you think about it in the comments below. We went 20 minutes for this research part. I thought it was pretty cool. Please click like and subscribe. If no one likes these research videos, I'll stop doing them. But if they're appreciated and people getting something out of it, I'll keep doing it. All right. Let me know in the comments below. Please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 247. This is episode 246. Take care.